Hi, I'm Rebecca from Little Adventure Shop, and in this video we're going to give you some tips to help you keep your kids comfortable in their ski boots all day long. Okay, so I've just been speaking to my brother and his wife, who are both experienced ski instructors, and they've been telling me that one of the big problems they have is that children arrive for their ski lessons, and after a few minutes or a couple of hours they're really uncomfortable in their ski boots. So we thought we'd have a look at some tips to help keep the kids comfortable. We're not talking here about actual boot fitting tips. That's down to the ski hire shop and they know what they're doing. We're talking about things you can do to help your kid prepare so they get the best fit and that they keep comfortable all day long. So we're going to start with the base layer. So here we've got a nice pair of leggings that you'd be wearing underneath your ski salopettes or ski trousers. And what you want to do is make sure that you've got a nice close fit to the skin here. So we're basically trying to avoid any extra fabric ruckles, rucks or things like that that are going to cause pressure points during the day. So we've got a nice close fitting pair with a flat seam here. Again, it's not that style of thermal that is quite baggy and then comes in at the ankle. It's just all quite close to the leg here. Of course, now, as I certainly always do this, is you want to buy clothing a bit big so your child's going to get a lot of wear out of it. But what you don't want to have is your child wearing their thermals like this. So if they've got extra length in the legs, you don't want a massive clump of fabric right around their ankle, again, because once that's in the ski boot, it's going to cause quite a lot of pressure around there. So if they are a bit long in their thermals, just pull them up like this and make sure from beneath the knee down to the ankle is nice and smooth. And then let's talk about socks. So for most kids, particularly when they're learning to ski, a sock with an all-round cushion or padding on the inside is great. Just make sure it's not massive, again, because you don't want loads of extra fabric around the toe area, because that's just going to be annoying and cause compression in the boot. And again, you don't want it too small, it's going to squeeze the toes and will probably be cold as well. So a good fitting ski sock, again, make sure it's nice and smooth, no ruckles around the ankle, not extra fabric on the top. Look for a ski sock with a nice flat seam as well, because it will be more comfortable on the toes, and one that comes right up to just below the knee. This mannequin hasn't really got knees, but they would be about there if it did. So that's what you want to look for. And then when you're going to put the ski boot on, then you've got a nice flat surface. And here's another really good tip. When you go to get this hire shop to pick up the ski boots, make sure your kid's dressed in their thermals with their ski boots. Don't rock up with regular socks and jeans, because you're not going to get the best fit. And it's going to compromise the fitting process. So go prepared, like as if you're going to go up the mountain, and then you give the hire shop the best chance of getting a good boot to fit them. Right, talking of boots, I've got ski boots here. Another problem my brother said that quite often happens is to do with how the kids are actually wearing their boots. And this is particularly, I think, for children that are sort of 7, 8, 9 years of age, where they're quite independent, they're getting themselves dressed in the morning. But what then sometimes they don't quite understand is that the tongue at the front, so this bit here, needs to be up against your shin, and quite often if they're in a rush and don't quite understand what they're doing, they're getting it looped around like this, and then you've got quite a sharp pinch of plastic as it's bending, not bending properly on down round by the ankle, which might be all right for an hour or so, but after a while that pressure just builds up and builds up and builds up, and then they're going to be unhappy and uncomfortable. So that's a good tip. Just spend a bit of time teaching them how to get the ski boot on properly. Another dressing issue that apparently happens quite a lot is with the ski pants. So here we've got a pair of ski salopettes, and inside the leg is a gaiter. Now this is designed to go over the outside of the boot to stop snow going up into the trouser. It's not designed to go on the inside of the boot. So when you're teaching your children how to get dressed for skiing, it's worth telling them to put the salopettes on and then pull them right up to their knee, then get their fingers in the gaiter and pull it over the top of the boot. Otherwise they're going to shove it in there, and again it's usually got poppers or buttons or something on there, and if that's against your ankle it's going to be really uncomfortable again after a little while. So there you go, there's a few tips. I hope that makes a difference to keeping your child comfortable when they're on the slopes. If you've got any more tips that yourselves, or you've got comments to make, please do put them below and we'll do our best to respond to them. And if you want to see any similar videos like this with hints and tips, please subscribe to our channel. Many thanks.